Are we hot here?
We are hot and rolling.
Hot here. Are we rolling?
It's a new hashtag.
That's cool.
Are we rolling hot? Are we hot?
Yes, I think we are.
Hot and rolling.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to A Little Independent, the podcast where two friends talk about independent, obscure, or just plain weird movies. My name's Ryan.
And I'm Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Ryan.
Wow.
I'm leaning into it, baby.
I guess I don't know if anybody listening likes hearing, us peer behind the curtain, or seeing us here.
Yeah.
Us talk about being behind the curtain.
Yes.
But do you think about how you're going to do that particular part? I guess, we're a few episodes into this thing now, and I'd call that a trend. You
40's
do that
a few.
Consistently. Right. So do you think about how you're going to do it, or do you really just kind of naturally come in with like, this is how it's coming in?
The latter. Every time.
Really? That's
always. Cool. I didn't think about it the first time I did it. It was I don't know why. It was just a response to the way you said, hi, Todd.
Now, do you remember when we were in the lunchroom? Because
yes.
I'm feeling this episode is very nostalgic. I'm going to be very candid. This could be an emotional episode. I don't know. But it's
Should we get some tissues in here?
Yes.
Oh,
already.
Oh my God, they're already here.
Oh, shit.
So that's some trauma-trained observer.
We're really moving up.
I don't even know what's around me.
In the world.
There's some
here.
Cactus juice here or something.
Oh God. Wow.
Oh, it's hand sanitizer for the caress. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And no, that's absolutely fine. But what I realize is now I've lost my train of thought.
Yeah. I gurgled on the beer a little too much there, and it threw you off. And then now it's foaming. Now it's a volcano.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of a little oral fixation there. Sorry, folks.
That's okay. Well, we're here and we're happy to be here, and we'll figure out what I was talking about in a little bit. But we've done quite a few, and you have established that as a trend. So you just kind of do that as your thing. That's you bring it as you feel it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Wonderful.
And then somehow along the way we coined it to Miss Kathleen Turner.
Oh yes. Well, yeah.
I think you did that.
I don't know. I just
it's a nostalgic episode, right? So we're reliving our past.
So where I was going was, remember the lunchroom, feeling nostalgic. Do you imagine if we were in the lunchroom and we started our lunches this way? Because people used to assume we'd be sitting together.
Well,
but and we had to have sounded insane. Now I realize that I talk enough about this lunchroom to where hopefully people right now are like trying to envision it. What the walls looked like, what the art looked like, what it even fucking smelled like. I don't know. But so that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of, what if we did start this way? Like, hi, Todd. And you're like, hi, Ryan. Every time.
Yeah. Like an episode.
And we just started doing that. Do you think would we be reported for that? Have been?
There would be concerns because we found out, people were always listening.
Would that be harassment?
We didn't realize it because we were like,
what could we be, brought up for on charges there at the old, wherever that was.
The old workplace.
The old man.
Lunchroom.
Yeah.
The old lunchroom. The old cafe. Charges. I guess it would depend on the
if we
the
started
topic.
legitimately doing a podcast just without microphones as our lunches.
Well,
because it was close enough to it, because that's what we're doing now.
Well, you know how in an interview, like when someone's being interrogated, they take out the recorder and they like set it in the center of the desk and then click it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just take out the phone.
Like, click.
Yeah. And add the click. Just take out the phone and then like do a podcast right while we're on lunch.
Yeah.
And then we can make those food noises you love so much from episode
mouth
5.
Mouth sounds.
Yeah. The Skin of the Wolf, episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan's favorite.
Nasty business.
Ryan's favorite episode.
That. Oof.
It's kind of our, not getting back, well, we don't get back at each other, but kind of our like way to force the other one to watch something they would never watch.
Yeah.
We've done that to each other a few times.
We have. And well, this time, and I wonder what would happen had we legit started this podcast just with a tape recorder, in the lunchroom, somebody would have complained.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not fair.
No,
what they're
Spotify
doing.
would have bought us instead of Joe Rogan if we had done
That's
that.
probably true.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad we're here, and we're glad people listen to us. We're glad.
That's a hell of an ego you got on you there.
Who is that fella? It's always somebody new.
Where did that come from?
Just the giant in the corner. Well, again, nostalgia. So this movie, I realize I put you through a little something. My last movie.
What was it? Shit.
Lindemann. The
God,
concert
yeah,
event.
yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, so you clearly erased it from your memory. That's where we're at with that. But
I compartmentalized it,
that's it. Clinical
which
way
we all
to
do
say
with
that.
PTSD. Yeah.
Correct. Yes, you do. So, and I realize our listeners have been on a bit of a journey because they've had Lindemann, they had Perfume Story of a Murderer, the epic 7-part, podcast. And so
It's a beautiful thing.
I was feeling nostalgic, and I had a bit of a journey. I'm usually in a weird place, and definitely am. So I was in a place watching this movie because I second guessed myself in a weird way. I wanted to do something light.
Yeah.
This is the one copy. So this was a one copy of the video store.
But the last two were very serious.
They were.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you wanted to lighten it up a little bit. I remember you saying that you were going to lighten it up.
Yes.
Yeah. And one copy in the video store. That's how you found it?
Yeah, this was a one copy.
Was it here in Traverse City? Or was it Chicago?
Oh, no, it was before. I can't remember where we were. But I was drawn to it, and this is a question I'm going to have for you. I was drawn to it because of who was on the cover. And so our movie today is The Wrong Guy, a movie from 1997. And it was, it was who was on the cover that drew me to it because of who he is. So had you seen this movie before? Because I know I probably talked. You really haven't.
No.
We talked about this before we recorded a couple days ago, and I'm shocked that in all of our time, this movie hadn't come up.
Well, if you mentioned it, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I had never, this was not on my radar at all.
Awesome. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't really mind when I suggest something that we may have seen. It doesn't matter because we can go back to talking about things we've seen. But,
Which we always do. We always
Excuse
end
me.
up, sidetracking or
That's true.
What, yeah.
So our description is after his boss is murdered, Nelson is on the run for fear of prosecution. He hides out in a small town to avoid the police, which should be easy because they know he didn't do it and they aren't looking for him. Your thoughts?
Very detailed, very lengthy.
I'm realizing that as I'm reading
Yeah,
it. It didn't feel that way.
Usually it's just a short little snippet, but I mean, they're trying to do a synopsis of the movie in 2 or 3 sentences. So that's my thoughts, and it is accurate.
I have thoughts about this because, I know I don't have a ton of information financially on it, and, it doesn't matter really.
$50.
About. But I know it didn't do well. In interviews with Dave Foley, he's most proud of this movie as one of the movies he's best known for, but it didn't do very well. It wasn't a success. You know what I mean?
He really, this is something he's really, I mean, the only thing I know him from is Kids in the Hall.
Hooray.
Which
okay.
I never watched a ton of, but you just know those guys, if you've ever watched that.
This is fascinating because we've never really talked about the Kids in the Hall.
And I haven't seen it in
So
years.
Your thoughts are this description is lengthy, and I think it may be because, they needed to hook people in. They're trying to get people to watch the video.
But it's a tagline?
Or something. No, that's the description on IMDb.
Oh, well, swing and a miss on that one for me,
All right.
because I said it was a description.
Yeah, so too much. Billed as a comedy thriller.
Comedy thriller. I don't know about thriller.
Yeah.
It's definitely comedy.
Again.
So, you my take?
Go ahead.
All right. Dumb and Dumber meets Pee Wee Herman. Stay with me on it now. Think of the little gap in the teeth, the scene where he's crying and doing almost a throwing up in the mouth, and think of the scene, right before the Turbolax when he sees he's dating his girlfriend and Dumb and Dumber. I mean, to me, I was seeing scenes in Dumb and Dumber and Pet Detective when I was watching this.
This movie is stupid.
And dry humor.
And I realize that. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I don't know how I mean it. But so I had a journey on this one, because halfway through I'm like, oh, Todd's not gonna like this. Like I think, and my question is, do you think you need to be into the lead actor and be aware of him to enjoy this movie?
I think it helps because the humor is so flat and so dry.
Yes. And
if you're not into that or in the mood for that type of thing, you're not going to get through it.
Yeah. I think and at the end of it, I said, fuck it. I don't care, because this movie made me laugh. When I first saw it and I rented it from the video store, it had Dave Foley from The Kids in the Hall. I like his humor, and I really don't know a lot about, I haven't seen, when I looked at his filmography, I don't, I've seen a lot, but not, a smattering of what he's been in. So, but on The Kids in the Hall alone, I watched the movie and it made me laugh, and it made Jess laugh. And there was a scene that made us both laugh to the point where we couldn't breathe any longer.
Oh, and really?
That is one of my favorite things. Now, I have a theory about that. You've heard me talk about when you laugh so hard at something.
Yeah.
And then rethinking about it makes you laugh that hard again.
Well, kind of like last episode where I was laughing so hard off.
Birth Squirt
off the
Birth Squirt hopefully people are getting a tattoo on themselves.
How many of you out there would wear a T-shirt that says Birth Squirt?
Yeah,
that's what we're wondering. Should we make that? Can somebody design the logo?
That kind of laughter
brings joy to
again.
you.
I have a totally separate theory about that. You can email us at alittleindependentpodcast@gmail.com if you want to hear me expound on that theory. But this particularly has to do with my wife. Because she when she laughs that hard, it's really joyful to me in general. I like when people do that in general, but her particularly, because I may not like the exact sound that it makes all the time, that people's laughter make all the time, but when she laughs that hard, her face turns into this different kind of beautiful that. I love the look that she, when she's laughing that hard. And I don't like that in everybody. Some people's laughter faces, I want to punch off their face. But when Jess is laughing like that hard, she has this other look. It's like another way that she's beautiful.
You realize this is better than 10 Dozen Roses, that you are making so many brownie points, and you're making so many women out there jealous.
Well, no,
because their husbands don't ever look at them like that.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, but what I'm saying is,
but it's all true. He is as sincere as he can possibly be.
Well,
now he's a little red. You made me red earlier, so we're even.
My point is that even though that scene doesn't make me laugh that hard the same way again. Yeah, I'm always brought back to that that moment.
Absolutely.
And I feel like you get some of the mojo from that moment back.
I can't wait to hear which scene it is, because I think there was 3 times. The first time I watched it twice. And I think there were 3 times, I don't know, I marked LOL by each one where I laughed out loud, and I think there was 3 of them.
Oh, hip.
So I'm really curious to see if it's one of the same one of the same scenes as that.
What I think this podcast, and what may be fun to ground it, is in tropes, because this is clearly a on the run fugitive movie, but it's on its head because your lead character is on the run and does not need to be on the run. So would you agree, if I may pose a question to you, sir, a movie-focused question on our movie podcast?
Yes. Ask away.
Was that too much?
Yeah.
It felt good. But,
it was.
What I want to know is...
It's a little too much, man.
Is the... oh, boy.
Now there's the
You've
laugh I
never
love.
done that.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, well, this is our
We're
longest
even.
intro before we get to the goddamn actors and
Yeah.
actresses.
So
and-
Ryan's intro laugh, my burst squirt laugh, and Jess's yet to be determined laugh.
Yeah.
It's seen.
So,
You're done. You're off topic.
yeah, I'm off topic. I'm definitely off topic.
All right, bring us back in.
Anyway, I should just probably get to the who's in the.
No, you had a question for me.
Oh, a question for you.
The-
What is the standard of chase movies? What is the standard of? And I hate to use a certain word so that I don't assuage.
The standard that every chase movie
No,
must
no.
live up to
No, a movie
is Butch
that's-
Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Okay, perfect. So I wanted to use the word fugitives or fugitive movie.
Yeah,
But okay, so I thought you may.
but it was a buddy film. Unfortunately, this was.
And no, I think that's totally perfect.
But when
because-
Jennifer shows up, it is a buddy film at that point.
Yeah, oh yeah, I would think so. But at this point, I thought you might say The Fugitive because
That's a good one.
I thought we may, want to put this again, the tropes about this that they use for comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Against some of those movies. So we've got your penultimate film, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and with one of the worst, unfortunate musical moments in any movie, and we got The Fugitive, and we have starring in this film Dave Foley as Nelson Hibbert, and we just talked about him. You know him from Kids in the Hall, which I think is great,
And that's it.
and I love Kids in the Hall.
Oh, yeah?
I do. And what's interesting, and I was reflecting on that a little bit because my kids know a little bit about the Kids in the Hall. And you, so what do you think about the Kids in the Hall? What was your?
Sorry. I mean, it's been
see.
so long.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I don't. Was it dry humor like this
yeah,
comedy?
Well, yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was different, and I remember, just in the interest of time, I love the Kids in the Hall. I realize more than Saturday Night Live.
Holy shit!
In a way that in a way, and maybe hard to say that I liked Ren and Stimpy a little bit more than I liked The Simpsons. And I was like, why is that? And it's because they're odd and they're different. Because the Kids in the Hall were weird, and I just I love that show.
Yeah.
And it was on for a really really nice long run, and I think it was HBO when I was watching it, and I think it ended up on Comedy Central. But the intro song, I think that was by Shadowy Men on a Shadowy Planet, and it was just bizarre. And the movie Brain Candy, did you ever see the movie?
No, I'm still stuck on Shadowy Men.
Shadowy Men on a Shadowy Planet.
That is the name of a band.
I think that was the name. And forgive me, hardcore Kids in the Hall fans, but I think that's the name of the band that who's the theme song that they used. Shadowy Men on a Shadowy Planet.
Okay.
That's too weird to make up, and I'm not smart enough to make that up, so it's got to have some relevance somewhere.
That's a long band title.
It is. Oh, it's not the longest. But his first film, Dave Foley's first film, was a starring role.
His first film he starred in?
Yes.
Was it a small independent in his garage?
It was a 1986 movie called High Stakes, and it sounds really interesting. I believe he works for like a newspaper, but he thinks he's a gumshoe in a film noir movie. He's got like some kind of mental problem or something.
Did he write that one too?
I don't think so. So really kind of fascinating. I didn't have a lot of time to go into that too much.
Well, this would be a good moment, 1986, to reintroduce Clarice, who's in the studio with us. 1986. Do you remember that one?
The year?
Yeah.
I was 1 when the movie. Oh, hello.
Oh, that is a terrible sound, and that is my stock phone ring, and it's in the pocket of my coat. I thought I turned the volume down. I guess I didn't do it right.
Cool.
Oh, let's.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Hello, Moto.
Can I please
This
help
is-
change that?
You know what?
Yeah.
Please.
Put something cool on there.
Well, there goes our award. It's award season, just down the shitter. Right down the shitter.
Well, okay. Anyway.
Turn the mic towards you.
Oh, sorry. I'm not good at this. I was 1 when the movie you're talking about came out, so no.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, it was a great year. Did you have a follow-up there, Todd? Did you want to brag a little bit about how long your hair was?
I just was stunned
your hair
how
was-
Miss Clarice
your
gave
hair
her
was
age
sweet
away.
and
That was pretty
long.
amazing.
Honey, not a lot of people can do math these days.
I'll be fine.
I don't know why I said honey. I'm going to address it. I wasn't trying to do it like a Southern thing, and it just came out, and it felt natural, and I fucking don't care that I did it. He also, Dave Foley...
You looked me in the eyes and called me honey.
Yeah, I
That
know.
was a moment.
You know what?
I don't know.
We've been doing this for 17 years at this point, and it's okay.
Since
This
1986.
podcast, we're doing it now, and whatever happens, happens. He also, and I don't remember him in this, and this is another movie that Claire will maybe know, but he was a
Reese.
grocery clerk in Three Men and a Baby.
3 Men and a Baby, he was in it?
Yeah,
Grocery clerk.
he was a grocery clerk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know the movie.
Yeah, Voice in a Bug's Life. Clarice.
Yes.
Yeah, you know that one.
Yeah.
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 TV show, News Radio. Remember that show? Network executive. Or no, he wasn't like some kind of network executive. And then he was in a couple of movies where he'd like play a network executive as well. I just thought that was kind of funny. Will and Grace, he was on It's Always Sunny for a few episodes. And The Kids in the Hall, which is back.
They're rebooting it?
Oh yeah,
Same guys?
It's rebooted. Yeah, it's on Amazon. You should watch it.
Okay.
It's beautiful. It's got 161 credits.
100.
Dave
Dave Foley
Yeah.
has 161 credits.
Yeah. So that's a good career.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's super humble. I've heard him on Doug Loves Movies. I've heard him on a bunch of different podcasts, and he's like really like he's very humble to a fault. Like he should be nicer to himself
Unlike someone
on
I
his
know.
career and everything like that. Yeah.
Unlike someone sitting across from me.
No. Anyway, the second build, and we had this conversation, is Jennifer Tilly,
Yes.
and you know her.
Oh, I know Jennifer.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Why do you know her?
So a movie I absolutely love, which I don't know if it's an independent. I doubt it because of who's in it. The Fabulous Baker Boys, 1989.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have a big role in it, but she's a waitress.
I can't remember it.
Yeah, she plays she plays a waitress. She's got a scene early on and then towards the end when his character arc is completing.
Yeah.
But being that, we're both musicians and have gone through, the whole band thing several times, and whoever wrote this or got the story from him has been through that. I mean, the fights that they have and all the stuff that goes on is the shit that happens in bands, even though it's just two guys playing piano and they're brothers. They've been doing it their whole life,
Yeah.
and one's way better than the other kind of thing. But then they bring a chick singer in. Oh, shit just happens.
So does that stand up today? Like Netflix
Yeah.
could make a show, out of a kid staring at a sidewalk nowadays.
No,
So could that be a show?
Yeah, the stuff the stuff that goes on, the stuff they argue about, the stupid stuff behind the scenes, and then her getting a dozen roses from a corporate sponsor.
So it's not the fact that it's a woman who comes in; it's just somebody else pulls focus from them.
Well, there's just I only said that because there's all those jokes about having a chick singer, in an all male band.
Yeah.
About like Yoko, bringing down the band and that type of thing. So it does play into that a little bit because it
Look at us.
does bring down the
Dark territory.
the duo.
We're trending in.
Yeah.
Well, Jennifer Tilly, I when I told you that she was in this movie, I said not Meg Tilly, but Jennifer Tilly, and we talked a little bit about which one it is, and I think she's lovely. Anything I see her in, and there's this quality of her voice. She has that Kathy Ireland thing where she's got and that's a reference nobody gets. I get.
Oh, I get it.
You get it. I see.
I used to have all her calendars.
But so she's her
Hashtag not
first
a
movie, her first movie, and she's got 128 credits. So again, she's been working for a while. Her first movie was a 1984 movie called No Small Affair with John Cryer. Do you remember that?
The 2.5 Men?
Yeah, John Cryer.
John Cryer?
Yep. Hiding Out. Superman 4. Plays Lex Luthor's nephew, I think.
Wow.
Ducky.
I know him from 2.5 Men, and
Oh my God.
and he was in
That's so weird. How can you?
he's been in
2.5 Men
no,
and you don't go to Ducky?
I've seen 80s movies, yes, that
But
he's
that-
been in, but
and that
he
doesn't-
wasn't a standout.
The
to me.
80s doesn't just like circumvent every other instinct in you. You go right to 2.5
What movie
Men?
is Ducky in? Is that
16
in,
Candles.
Pretty 16 Candles. Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles seem like
wait,
all
no.
the same movie to me. Which choose the form of the destructor. Which one is it, Ryan?
Oh, now I'm. It's Pretty in Pink.
Whoa, you said 16 Candles, and now you're
I
flipping.
know.
Are you sure? You have to hedge a bet.
What is
Clarice is shaking her head yes.
It is Pretty
It's
in Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
Yes, it is.
So
16
she's completely
Candles
confident.
Is Donger. Yes, it is
She's-
Pretty in Pink.
she-
Yes.
I'm sure
It
she's
is,
seen
is,
it more
is,
than
is.
we
Yes,
have.
it's Pretty in Pink. Sorry. And we're not going to edit this because I have all the humility in the world and then some. So,
I don't think we ever read it.
no. Everybody's just gnashing
Everybody's
their teeth
like,
right now.
Are we
You
doing
suck.
a podcast on a particular
Yeah.
movie, guys, or are we just
There's
gonna
lots of good podcasts
riff?
about 80s movies where they know everything and have their stuff wired tight.
So Fabulous Baker Boys
those out.
89, Jennifer Tilly. Please watch if you've never seen it, especially if you're a musician.
Yes. And after I shit the bed on that whole thing, thank you for taking us back.
Was it Runny?
Jennifer,
Or
she did a bunch of TV. I didn't know this, but she was in 5 episodes of Hill Street Blues. She was in an episode of Remington Steele, and I thought her name in the episode was
Yeah.
Blitzen.
Oh my God.
She's in a movie that I love, and I don't care who knows it, called High Spirits. Do you know that?
Nope.
It's got Steve Guttenberg in it, sir. Beverly D'Angelo, Peter O'Toole, where they go to the castle, and I think it's Ireland or Scotland. Early appearance by Liam Neeson.
That
It's
sounds
haunted.
familiar. I may have seen it back
It's
in the day.
Phenomenal. She's in that. Jennifer Tilly's also in a movie called Embrace of the Vampire.
Ooh.
Do you know that?
I think
I know.
I've seen
You
a
know
bunch
that.
of
You know
those,
that.
but which one is?
That's Alyssa Milano.
Oh, that's the series.
No, it's a movie. Infamous movie. One of those, like Skinamax type of ones.
She gets naked.
Yeah, she gets, as Joe Bob Briggs says, naked in that. And then, I think what's interesting, and maybe...
Could you have her turn a little clockwise?
Oh, geez, yeah.
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 We'll get to that in.
We will. It may not be a high point. I don't know. It's there and there. But I think she's best known, for better or for worse, as Tiffany in the Chucky movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't peg that one.
Yep. I think Bride of Chucky was the first one, and you don't really watch those. I
No.
do. I think they're great.
I saw Child's Play way back in the day when it came out.
That's a whole
but
other podcast, and they became satire for a while, and now Brad Dourif's daughter is in the series, and she's an awesome actress. But anyway, I think Jennifer Tilly is awesome. She's like super aware. She knows her strengths. She knows who she is.
Yeah.
She makes fun of herself even sometimes, and I think she's wonderful. And
Yeah,
she's
and-
awesome in this.
And I immediately go to, for our podcast related, when you hear her voice, and you likened her to Kathy Ireland, who did change her voice, and now is quite the corporate super.
Now she sounds like Ben Stein.
She's a corporate supermodel.
weird.
No, but the voice likening back to the in a what's the movie, in a world where she coaches the people that have the squeaky baby voice
Yes.
and makes the reference. It might
You
be
mean
great.
Don
in the
LaFontaine?
it might be great in the bedroom, but if you're in a corporate whatever, and then
Right.
she's teaching them how to talk.
You just long walked us into another episode of our podcast.
Are you back with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said it was a nostalgia episode, right?
Yes, it is.
We're in the moment.
Yes, it is. Third bill, David Anthony Higgins as Detective Arlen. Have you seen him in anything?
I know I have, but I couldn't name a single one.
He's one of those people who he looks like maybe another actor.
Yeah. He looks like the guy from Wall Street.
Oh, that's not who I was thinking of.
That Gecko introduces, and then he starts doing always in. He's doing the pelvic thrust, and he's really gross.
Most of them in that movie are gross, aren't they? Isn't it weird? Yeah. You watch that movie now, and it's like gross.
Yeah, there's even a mermaid in that movie. Can you believe there's a mermaid on Wall Street?
A terrible actress, though, is in that movie. So David Anthony Higgins, really, really, and I love her to death. I just think she's not great in most things. David Anthony Higgins, he's in a movie that I love called Snake Eyes. We've talked about that before. I love Snake Eyes. And a TV show that Dave Foley is well known for, News Radio. David Anthony Higgins is also was on that. He was in Malcolm in the Middle. He was in a TV show called Outsourced, which was Pete Holmes, that comedian that I like so much. Yeah. He wrote on. He's in a TV show, a movie, I believe, called State of Bacon. Have you ever heard of that?
Is it about Kevin Bacon?
No, it's not. You would have thought, but it's a movie and it sounds kind of cool. And he's billed as Bacon Dreamer in this movie, and it's like a faux documentary about some bacon festival. Hacksaw Jim Duggan's in it.
Nothing. Got
crazy.
Nothing. Never saw that.
All right. Next we've got Joe Flaherty as Fred Holden. That's the dad. Have you ever seen him in anything?
Is he Kids in the Hall as well?
No. Well, he may have worked with these guys.
He's been in comedies. I know I've seen him in comedies.
This guy is in a whole bunch of movies in a period of time that I love. He's a character actor, and he's in Johnny Dangerously. He's in Inner Space. He's in Who's Harry Crumb, One Crazy Summer, Back to the Future 2. You know what I mean? Like this era, he's in everything.
80s.
And but he's probably best known as, and I'll say this, you've seen him in this movie, and I know you know who he is. And I've been trying to find a way to try to get you to get it in one word, and I'm going to try it now.
Okay.
It's probably going to fail, okay?
All right, go for it.
Jackass.
Shit.
Jackass.
I know it.
Okay.
It's just not coming up. Hold on.
He's the heckler from Happy Gilmore.
Fuck. I knew you were doing it perfectly too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you jackass.
So he's probably
he follows him around.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Shooter McGavin pays him to do so.
That's right.
And I noted now this movie, it's independent. It was produced independently in the UK, distributed by some big ones. And I note that probably the biggest name in the movie, Colm Feore, is an and. He plays the killer. So what is the movie you might... Because he's character actor. He's in everything. What do you know him best from?
I don't.
All right.
It was like, I know that guy.
Wow. Really?
It was the same.
Yeah, same thing.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was a...
no more impressions.
Yeah, no. Please.
His first movie, this guy.
Yes.
Iron Eagle 2.
Oh, God.
Don't do that.
Oh, God.
Don't...
Give the money to the homeless.
Okay, that's a valid point. That is a valid point.
Denzel, God. What's his name?
Denzel Washington?
No. The guy I'm trying to name. Clearly not Denzel.
Edward James Olmos. Are you talking about the Iron Eagle movies?
Yes. No, it's the guy from Lou Gossett Jr.
Lou Gossett Jr., yes.
Yeah, I was going to say
Colonel Chappie
gentleman.
Sinclair. I was letting you struggle just a little bit.
Yeah, you're just leaning back, laughing at me.
His portrayal.
Clarice smack him when he does that. Just let him have it.
Chappie Sinclair, specifically in the first Iron Eagle, is award-winning, sir, in my opinion. Anyway.
Not like the drill sergeant and officer and a gentleman.
He's great.
He won an award for that, didn't
he? And Enemy Mine. We could go on forever.
Oh, yeah.
And so
we have gone on forever.
Yes, we have.
We're not even to the movie.
I think our killer, best known as the face-off doctor in Face Off, and we'll leave it at that. He is in a movie with Vin Diesel called The Chronicles of Riddick. This movie was written by a few people. David Anthony Higgins himself, so the guy who played the Detective Arlen,
was a writer?
first credited writer. Jay Kogan also is a credited writer. He was also a producer on the movie, and he's done TV writing all over the place. Tracy Ullman Show, The Simpsons, Frasier, Malcolm in the Middle. Pretty impressive.
Accomplished comedic writer.
Yeah, so a lot of TV in this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A lot of TV writing. Even the director's got a lot of TV. And Dave Foley is a credited writer as well. And he also wrote a TV movie called The True Meaning of Christmas Specials. And I found interesting, Dave Foley also wrote a short called Car Fuckers. And it starred a couple of the other kids in the halls and was directed by the Russo brothers.
I wonder what that was about.
Before they were, quote, the Russo brothers. And this movie was directed by David Steinberg, whose first movie, so first two movies right out of the gate, 1981, first movie, Paternity with Burt Reynolds.
What?
Uh-huh. Next movie, Going Berserk, 1983, John Candy, Eugene Levy, and Joe Flaherty, the dad from this movie.
Okay.
And then the guy did TV forever, Golden Girls, Newhart Friends, Seinfeld, Mad About You, a bunch of stand-up comedy specials and all that kind of stuff. The tagline,
Oh, here we go.
a fugitive in his own mind.
You know what? I actually like that.
Yeah, not bad.
It's very good.
And hour and 32 minutes, so easy breezy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I watched
Unlike this podcast.
I watched this on DVD. The previews: Corky Romano, Out Cold, and Big Trouble.
What?
Those are the movies that were the previews before the movie on this. When I watched this on DVD.
So so back in the day, DVD you would have an advertisement on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you're right.
So those.
Now that I think about
I
it,
thought you might find it interesting. Those are the
Corky
previews.
Romano.
Corky Romano. And so you judge a movie by its previews back in the day. And, I'd be like, oh, shit. Out Cold, oh, shit. Big Trouble. I really love Big Trouble.
Why would you judge the movie by the preview
You always
movies?
do. I don't know.
They're not related.
Yeah, but they tend to be. So, again, this is a movie that is, it's about, it's a wrongfully accused type of thing, but it starts rather innocuously. But I kind of like the opening credits because they look kind of cool and they betray a more serious movie.
Well, it has like a 70s
exactly,
murder mystery.
I wrote the same
and
thing.
It was
like
done
the 60s
really well.
or like Charade, if you
Maybe
remember the movie
60s,
Charade.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the sound, the music was perfect for what we were seeing on the screen.
So you thought so? I thought it
yeah.
sounded a little more, serious, but it opens on Dave Foley, and so you don't know him too much, but he's just a silly faced guy. And, this is an interesting portrayal because he's a protagonist who's not a traditional protagonist. He's, people think he's a woman the whole movie. He's seen as effeminate or he's crying all the time. So he's not the macho leading man, but he's the leading man in the movie. And
so you need to be macho to be a leading man?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Nova.
That he is he's
Can you love? I wonder.
So, but he's bouncing around the office like big day for me, big day for me. So clearly this is a guy in an office of some sort.
And everybody is like repulsed
Nobody
by
seems
his
to like
presence.
him.
They
Nobody
turn
seems to like
away
him.
from him like, what is that smell? That's how they take. Who was that guy again?
What is that smell? Is that how you liken? What is happening?
I didn't mean to bring in Independence
That
Day,
was
but
big energy, buddy.
yeah.
All right, Bill Pullman's in the house, everybody. Ha!
No,
what is
that was
smell?
actually Smith.
Our
that-
Independence Day.
Will Smith said that.
And so it's revealed that he is of some note in this company. And did you see what was on his door?
His name.
Yeah, his name was on his door, and
We made Clarice laugh. Hey, mark it down.
so I was able to pause it on my DVD player,
Oh,
and I think it said VP of Requisitions and Non-Human Resources.
non-human resources.
I wonder now if that's just kind of
That's just a
inside joke.
Yeah.
All right. So, he's walking through this office. People clearly don't like him. And who clearly doesn't like him is maybe his administrative assistant, Denise.
Yeah.
Do you love the way scorn just drips off of her face, just like honey
Disdain
coming off a
and
honeycomb?
to even have to say his name.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Mr. Hibbert. Mr. Hibbert. Oh my God. And so he drops a bunch of exposition, up for promotion. He's
You
marrying,
think I'll get it?
He's
I'm
marrying the
gonna get it,
CEO's
right?
daughter. Yeah. So
I've
that's,
sucked up to the.
I've done everything, and here we go. Right.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking right now? Did you read much of the tee up to the movie? Did you know?
No,
kinda
I
what
was
going
just
on?
like I was fixated on I think Ace Ventura. I don't know. He was just striking me so much as I don't know how to say it. Like, he's not Jim Carrey at all, but the character or just the way things were playing out was really striking me as, Pet Detective and Dumb and Dumber
Yeah.
kind of mixed together a little bit,
Right.
but done by somebody other than Jim Carrey.
Right.
Does that make it?
Yeah.
Does that strike? That's
Well,
just what I remember.
He's doing something. Clearly, he's creating a.
we have a
He's
leading character
he's
doing something.
He's he's not this bold brash. He's
Right.
he's clearly insecure.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of funny
Ain't
automatically.
no Charlton Heston up in here.
Right. He's not Hestoning. Hashtag Hestoning.
He's,
You're welcome. And
can I just enjoy that for a moment? He's not Hestoning.
yeah, it's just not Hestoning.
I mean,
man, it's not. It's not Hestoning.
Anyone
right
that's
now.
a Planet of the Apes fan, anyone that's a Ben-Hur fan, anyone that is what was that one? Soylent Green,
Oh, yeah.
fan. He's not Hestoning.
Yeah. I'm glad you like that, man.
It was.
This means a lot to me.
No, that was a beautiful moment. I just wanted to slow
Cool.
it down and share it.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Clarice, was it good for you?
what I enjoy
No?
I
Okay.
enjoy about this movie also is there's the boardroom scene, which I love, and you notice he
Yeah.
comes late to the meeting.
Everybody's already in there
Everybody's
sitting
there.
down, and he's like, "How you doing?
Like,
Hey, big
literally
day."
in seats, and
he thinks he's the star of the show, right?
he's super out of the loop. And again, there's an unsurprising, quick announcement. Like they've already got the email that Ken Daly is
Yeah.
now the new, president of Nagel Industries.
Yeah.
And I love, Ken gets up and is like, the way he stiffly high fives, like, ha, like Chris Farley with his high fives, like
Yeah.
Matt, the motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Ha. And he's doing his high fives. And all the while you look at Hibbert and he's just like truly perplexed and destroyed.
Yeah. Oh, what?
And then,
That's what he's-
okay,
what?
so this is when I knew the movie was going to be cheesy. And this is when I'm like, Dave Foley's going to do Dave Foley. And I was
Yeah.
in. When he started with the what's.
Yeah.
And it's over and over.
Uh-huh.
And it's just, I was in.
I
and
don't know
laughed
how to
again last
explain
night.
it any clearer. Ken Daly is the president.
Yeah. And then he, there's the line about I'm engaged to your daughter, for Christ's sake, and he says, "Well, Ken Daly's engaged to my favorite daughter," and so again, it's a play on it doesn't matter,
Right.
corporate America, all that kind of stuff.
I did like his response to that. That
Yeah.
was very good. If you're going to have a favorite daughter,
Yeah.
you should label them favorite.
Oh yeah,
Not
Label
favorite.
your
And he's
favorite.
standing up and he's screaming
Yeah.
like he's losing it.
And
He's
then-
lost his shit.
and he says, I swear to God, I will kill you.
Yeah.
And he does all the wrong things. And again, it's done so well. And so he goes back to his office and he's clearly upset and he's crying, but he's got his elbow on the intercom and everybody's laughing at him.
Yeah.
As he's just sobbing.
And then his administrator, assistant, actually saves the day.
And,
like she's like, "That's enough. That's enough." And she
it's-
goes in there.
Again, maybe it was just the state I was in last night, state I'm in, currently. But that was a kindness.
Is that Jupiter or Saturn?
That was no, not at all.
The state you're in?
That was just such a lovely moment of kindness. And then she shuts it down immediately when she's like, whatever, Mr. Hibbert, Nelson, whatever, and shuts the door. And so he gets himself together and he says he's going to give Nagel a piece of his mind. And I like that. I like that tone. I'm going to give Nagel a piece of my mind.
Like, but he just did. That's what kind of struck me in that moment. He just got done yelling at him and saying he was going to kill him.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He gave him a good go, didn't he?
Yeah.
So
I
what
am
else is
going
he
to
gonna do?
kill
Yeah.
you. That's giving somebody a piece of your mind.
So he goes back, to reconfront the boss. And again, he's got to wait. And it's funny because he loses steam. And, do you have any other magazines?
Yeah.
But
That was funny when he stormed up to her. I want to see so and so
you can't.
now. You'll have to wait.
And he just
Okay,
sits
and he
right
sits
down.
down. That was good writing.
So there's
Yeah.
a lot of opposites. You know what I mean? Like they've taken tropes and turned them around. So
Yeah.
this is clear he's not storming in, but he finally does storm in. And here's another trope where you've got an already deceased person. How's it all going to play, right? So you've got the deceased person who's
the
just
staring
sitting-
game.
yeah. So he starts to talk to him, and Nagel's sitting in the chair face forward, staring at him.
Yeah.
And again, we all assume, but he's just yelling at him, and then he just starts to back down. Well, all right, fine. Well, maybe I was a little rash about that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, if you're going to be childish in the staring game, but what a great tactic,
Well,
right? If somebody comes into your office and is furious, just like,
yeah. Don't blink. Don't move. You're doing that really well. I'm going to back down right now.
so it clearly worked. And then, he falls forward comically, and here's where
The screaming starts.
the screaming starts.
The feminine screams. Did you find that funny?
Oh yeah. And,
Yeah.
and
I did too.
again, I was in, not because just
And then it keeps getting worse. More blood.
yeah, and he takes the knife out, and
Yeah,
then he
so the
tries
knife
to-
is in the back of his neck,
Back of the neck.
and he falls forward onto the
Yep.
desk, and he sees the
Yeah.
knife, and it was funny. Like he's trying to take it out, and then he's not. But the funny part for me was when he tried to put the knife back in.
Yep.
And he's like trying to use the other hand, and then he's touching himself, getting more blood on himself.
And he's just wiping blood all over. And again, it's ridiculous, but it's funny to me. And he comes bursting out of the room or out of the office, and it's so remarkable how few people seem to be reacting to him. Like she does kind of right away, but then
Well, at first they're all screaming and terrified, but then when he gets down the
and then
elevator,
he gets
down
a
they're
couple-
all just kind of staring
so the
at
more
him.
farther removed he is from everything, the less people seem to care, all the way to the fact that he exits the building
Yeah.
with a tissue saying, I have a nosebleed. Would that work, sir? As a security person, former security personnel,
All right, so
I see
let's
your
preface it
cropped
with
hair.
saying there's two guys, two armed uniformed armed people, clearly
Yes.
waiting for somebody to come down and looking for somebody,
Right.
looking for the perp. And
ooh,
He
I
comes-
love it when you call me Big Perp,
yeah,
Big Perpa.
I don't think I used big, but we can put that in there.
I regret it. That
And
might
it-
come out. That might come out.
Massive perp. And somebody comes out of the elevator covered in blood. I think you slow that person down.
I literally
Yeah.
wrote, would the nosebleed thing work? Probably. Anyway, so I had a legitimate thought last night that it would work. But all the while that he's getting out of the building, you have the real killer who's revealed, like right after he leaves the office.
behind the curtain.
So the jig's up, like what's happening, and you see him leaving in all these sophisticated ways. And he's looking at this guy like, what the hell is going on with this guy? And again, it's super juvenile, but I think it's funny.
Yeah, and this is the start of the real killer and Foley, or Nelson, running into each other.
Yeah.
Which they do through the
Yep.
rest of the movie. They keep accidentally,
Yeah.
because they're both going to Mexico. So Cleveland. This is supposed to be set in Cleveland.
Right.
I don't know why. I think that building was just so. I don't think you think of Cleveland as like old. I do, like old industrial.
Yeah.
And this had a modern Chicago, New York, L.A. building
I
feel
did
to
not
it,
look
but
up to see where it was filmed.
but I haven't been in
it may
Cleveland
have
in
been
years,
Canada
so
or UK.
yeah.
But
But they clearly established that
did that
it's
distract
Cleveland.
you from the film? Was that where we're going to take?
No,
a
I
point?
just felt so out of touch. I'm like, that's Cleveland.
and if that if this is at all offensive to any Cleveland listeners, I'm sure your city is new and shiny to look at as well. You have working toilets.
We
as I
have downloads
understand
in Cleveland.
So we love you. We love you. Cleveland rocks, as Drew
Cleveland
Carey once said.
rocks.
That's right.
Cleveland rocks.
And
Cleveland rocks.
so clearly, he's trying to escape, but he's covered in blood, and he finds himself in a dumpster, and again,
Yeah.
you have a trope, right? These are tropes, and I love. There's always a dumpster. They find themselves in a dumpster, but he's in a dumpster.
When you're saying, I'm sorry. When you're saying, I mean, maybe I'm not the only one. Tropes. You like references to other.
Yeah, in other escape movies, somebody always ends up hiding
like
in a dumpster
classic,
for a minute.
like classic
Yeah.
scenes. Okay.
I mean, Harrison Ford and Richard Kimball, Dr. Richard Kimball.
This is your fugitive.
He's not feeling well
Dr.
today.
Richard Kimball.
And that's another thing. We're going to talk about tropes and the dedicated, to the bone, unflinching, unfailing, will not stop for anything cop who's pursuing the fugitive.
Yeah,
We don't necessarily
he is
have
just
that in
like
this.
Tommy Lee. Absolutely.
Don't necessarily have this. But
Not.
he's in the dumpster. Did you just do a not joke?
Yes. Wow. And I had to add the not because
Hashtag bringing it back. Hashtag I'm sorry. I don't know what we'll do. We'll figure that one out. But he's in the dumpster, and
did you just?
and you've got cops outside. You've got the police, and what are they doing first? They're like playing craps or something, right?
Yeah, they're doing bets,
Or
getting
there's one or two, and
see
then
who
a
can get
few
the
more.
coin the closest to the wall or whatever. Yeah.
And it's ha ha ha, and then
They break out into a
is he in
barber,
it? And then you hear
barbershop.
singing.
Yeah.
And it's night, and they've set up their dumpster, their oil can, the prerequisite, on fire oil can.
Yeah, the
while you're
homeless
singing around it.
homeless sitting
Doesn't
around the
necessarily have to be
trash
homeless.
can.
Just the cold and inclined to harmonize, and
It's
who like
Cleveland.
to sing. Ooh, we love you in Cleveland, and so I think that's
Oh,
really
you
hilarious.
said that like my favorite guy.
Guy,
Do it
Yeah,
again.
that's I love you in Cleveland. That was more Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
and,
we don't want to do him.
Christopher Walken's love child.
There you
just
go.
did.
And
That's a hashtag.
so I love that whole
No.
like that the whole the people outside the dumpster. He's in there forever, and then
Yeah.
very quickly, and the movie moves quickly. We see our killer in the phone booth, and you realize there's shenanigans going on at Nagel Industries.
Yes.
Things aren't what they appear to be.
We're going to Plan B.
Yeah, Ken Daly's kind of a douche.
That's Plan B is when Plan A.
Yeah, and don't make him
Everything
go to
goes
Plan
wrong.
C.
When everything goes wrong in Plan
Yeah.
A.
And it's going to cost double the money. Mexico, the whole thing.
He never planned on paying him a penny, did
Yeah.
he? He planned on shooting him.
And I like how, again, Nelson, he's on the run. He's like, all right. He goes from 0 to I'm abandoning my life. And he calls, what's his fiance, Constance,
Yeah.
the phone call.
Oh, yeah.
And
That,
it's this
the
long
voicemail.
thing like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, darling. I'm now leaving you.
He's doing a full Heston dissertation.
Yeah, it's
so
hilarious.
we just brought it full circle. He is Hestoning there.
He's going,
He's doing a full on Heston dissertation in that voicemail.
he sure is, isn't he?
At the end of it, he's like, "Well,
Yeah.
now I'm a fugitive on the run. Can I do this?"
So what did
Should
you
I do
think
this?
of? I don't know why it's not a hit. Gangster Girl by the by the police.
By the
Hashtag not the police.
not to be confused with the trio.
Yeah, the trio with the artist Sting. That song's terrible. I'm sorry.
Formerly
That's
known
controversial.
as
That's
the police.
controversial. That song's the worst. That's one of the worst songs ever.
Roxanne.
It's intolerable.
How about Every Breath You Take,
it's-
the Stalkers song?
That's a terrible one too. I think the police in general
Right.
pretty
Clarice,
terrible
have you heard Every Breath You Take?
Yeah.
So does that make you think of a stalker?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little
See-
bit. Yeah.
So it's legit.
All right. Yeah.
It's a creepy
All right.
song.
Clarice just reaffirmed what billions of people across the planet already believe. We broke it here on A Little Independent. And
Are you Are you drawing the line in the sand? Are we like?
No.
Is this becoming a conflict here?
I could have changed that.
Are you officially
Everybody believes that.
calling me out?
Everybody believes that. You're for real. I'm with you. I'm just here.
No,
for you.
you're calling me a
I'm here
dumbass.
for
is
you.
what you're doing.
No. Did I Red Foreman you? Oh my God, dumbass.
Oh, yes, you did. But
Nelson,
we've done it to each other.
Nelson does this thing where
tit for tat.
he and I love because you know the criminal mind. You've studied it. You think about it. You dwell on it.
I love true crime.
Okay.
Yes,
So you're a person covered in blood, not your own. You think,
admittedly not my own.
yeah. You know you didn't commit this murder, but you're certain you're going to be convicted of it. So you are covered in blood. You're on the streets. And would you go to La Trattoria? Would you go to a nice French restaurant known for veal chops?
Yeah, when I'm in a suit covered in blood and being pursued by the police because I've done the most expert job at making myself the perp,
Yeah.
leaving, coming out of the crime scene. First I said I was going to kill him. Then I come out of the crime scene with the murder weapon in my hand,
Yeah.
covered in the victim's blood. And then I throw the said murder weapon onto a police boat. The first thing I would do is find the fanciest restaurant in Cleveland I could, go up to the I don't know, I want to say maitre d', but what would you call
that
it?
was a maitre d'.
Maitre
yeah,
d', and say,
Can I use your John?"
Can I use your bathroom? Is everything okay, sir?
Yeah. And he said, doesn't he say like it's not my blood or?
That's what he
like,
said. It's
convincingly
exactly
enough.
what he said. This
he's
is
like, "Go
oh,
use the
don't worry,
John."
this isn't my blood,
Yeah.
which is further incriminating, right?
But he goes in, and I love the like the next person who goes
Yeah.
in the aftermath.
He's like,
it's
"How you
not like a
doing?"
big long scene, but he's clearly destroyed the bathroom. And
And that was funny. That shot of the bathroom.
and what I love now is we start to get into the eye of the cop who's hunting him now, Detective Arlen, right? And
I want to say Eye of the Tiger.
why is that?
Because when you said I just 80s made me think of Eye of the Tiger. Oh, this is 97, but we've been doing 80s movies throughout here.
Oh yeah, true.
Can you hear it playing in the background as he's being introduced? Dun, 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 dun.
Detective Arlen? I can hear it at the strip club, I guess, when he goes to see interview Miss Crystal
Strippers don't
Ball.
dance to Eye of the Tiger.
What do they? I don't know.
No. When was the last time you've been to a strip club?
I don't think ever.
Clarice?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Well,
I was there in 1986.
sweet. All right. Well, when did Eye of the Tiger come out?
Before that, because I played that song in a band probably in 83.
This may derail the entire rest of the podcast, right? Because it's all I may ask you about for the rest of time.
The Eye of the Tiger?
No. Yeah. Yeah, Survivor, your knowledge of it.
Yeah.
Your last strip
I
club
did not
experience.
enjoy playing that
Tell
song.
me you
just
killed
to say.
somebody. Tell me there's a story here. You killed somebody.
No.
Oh, okay.
Why would you think that?
I don't know. It's super fun. I mean, if the story is you went to a strip club, you were respectful, and you left, that's awesome too.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, you want the story of the 86 strip
Yeah.
club.
No,
It was
we'll probably have
very,
to do a
it
mini-
was very, what was that episode with 2.5 Men? Or no, 2.5 Men. What's her name? The little one, the gymnast.
Okay.
The gymnast.
Are you making me do a long walk to the Big Bang Theory?
You said yes. You said a nostalgia, right?
Yeah. So you're talking about the bronze?
Yes. Thank you.
Wow. Everybody, you
I
heard
can't
whatever
remember
that was here.
I can never remember the movie name.
But so we are introduced to the laziest detective ever.
yes.
And we have
For
Nelson trying to get out of town. He's on the bus. He cleans himself up. He gets on the bus and he misses.
And how did he get all that blood out?
I don't know.
It's impossible.
I know. It's a comedy.
We're switching roles here. I'm like being
Yeah,
you
I
was
know.
calling
It's
out
all-
the
it's
little.
all good.
See what you've done to me.
It's all good.
All right.
I know. I'm just taking that energy, baby. Just taking it right away.
Take it.
And
Take it.
he sleeps past all the towns. In where does he end? It's Broken Branch is the name of where
Crow's
he ends
Nest.
Up. Oh, Crow's Nest. That's
Crow's
right.
Nest. There is a movie called Crow's Nest I watch. Oh my God, don't watch it. It was like,
Oh,
yeah, literally just recently.
Well,
it was one of those little, it was just a little independent. But
it was just a little independent.
it was,
Oh.
but you're not going to love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No
I
go
might be
for
mixing
Crow's
it
Nest.
up with another
Thumbs
one,
down.
but it was pretty
thumbs
bad
down.
if I remember.
Well,
right.
it's not necessarily a town. It's a proposed town because they've got, a ditch. And
I've been driving this route for 30 years or whatever he says.
I think that's hilarious. And, so he ends up in small town. Now, does this harken back, fugitive, hiding out in a small town, to any other little independent we've done before?
Oh. A fugitive hiding out in a small town.
Maybe it's not one fugitive. Maybe it's two.
Oh,
to pretending to be something they're not. Nelson pretends to be a banker. He is a banker, clearly. But
yeah. Happy Texas.
There you go.
Did he hashtag spoon feed Todd?
I got yeah. That was for
was it
you,
enough for you?
Little baby
You
bird?
gave me everything but the title. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Steve Zahn does the wild dance.
Cheap, motherfucker. That's what happens when you fuck up spoon feeding somebody. Cheap, motherfucker. I just spoon fed you and you failed. You dripped it off my beak, asshole. Went right off the beak. Yeah, we can't do that.
We are derailed.
I find it interesting that they go back to to the company, and since Nelson has been gone, the productivity in his department has gone up 30%. And they're like, yeah, he was just in the meeting. So now like cops are looking for him. And, so it's, I had touches of American Psycho. And again, I can't go on a diatribe about how much I love that book and the movie, but that's such a pivotal part of the book and in the part of the movie of American Psycho that they're all indistinguishable from each other.
Really?
Like, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Patrick Bateman pretends to be somebody else like for an entire meeting, here and there. So it's that like, he's not seen, he's just a number, corporate America, and then they're like, he was just in this meeting and he clearly wasn't. Like he stormed out of the building covered in blood. Productivity's up because he's gone. I just think it's really funny. And then, he finds himself another trope having to hitch a ride somewhere. So you've got a little bit of North by Northwest because he's got to run along a cornfield, but this is a railroad hop. So as railroad hops go, how do you like this one?
It was my first LOL.
Your first LOL was when he
dove through the train.
Railroad car.
Just like you did right there.
It's so corny.
It was funny as
the
hell,
way
though.
It was filmed, the angle, and him just going. Because again, you've seen it in other movies. I think Buster Keaton's done it.
I didn't. It was completely unexpected for me.
It's really funny.
That's my first LOL. Was that Jess's or no? Is it coming up? Okay.
No.
So I got a couple more. We'll see if they line up.
And mine, so he misses the train and he runs to catch up with it. Another trope, running to catch up with the train. And he barely gets there and all of a sudden the train starts to stop. And as it's stopping, he's just bumping against the back.
Yeah.
Pump as the train's stopping. So he has to now, more easily hop into a train car, right? So in movies, what typically happens? You hop in a train car. What are the variables?
Well, sometimes there's hobos in there.
There you go. Hobo stew in there. Great.
Yep. Didn't happen.
No hobos.
Nope. But we did get ham.
Well, yeah, there's food. You have somebody who's traveling.
It was a small train, too. I think that was the only cargo.
And that one, I mean, that one kills me.
Yeah.
Because when he finally ends up at a stop and they're like, what are you transporting? Tainted ham. And they pull the thing open.
Yep.
And again, I laugh every time. He's got one ham in his hand with a bite out of it. And then there's 20 empty cans.
10 to be exact. If I didn't count, but that's what they say in the hospital.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
So I have a gem for you, Ryan. This is a little surprise. Yeah.
Bring it.
So, like the song says, tainted ham. Oh.
Oh, right.
Another 80s, right?
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Tainted. Right.
This is from CNN.
Okay.
On November 7th, 1997. What year was this movie made?
97. Or, well, it was
You're way off mic there.
released in 97.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
So
okay.
this is a CNN article from 1997. Tainted ham suspected in deadly bacteria outbreak. Chaptico, Maryland. 600 people sickened at a church dinner. Sunday fundraiser at
Whoa.
Our Lady of the Wayside Church.
Whoa.
1,400 people attended this fundraiser.
Ooh.
600 of them were
I sound like
sickened
Jabba
by
the Hutt all of a sudden. Ooh.
tainted ham.
Wow. So do you
Oh.
think there's any connection at all?
Well, being that it was the end of the year,
Yeah, it could have been
November
anything. I mean-
7th, I want to say yeah.
It's a good trope.
I want to say that's why they
Yeah.
choose the ham.
Yeah.
But I'm sure this was filmed in 96 and came out in 97.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's a good trope, but so
What a coincidence, though.
he's eating all this this tainted ham,
Oh.
and then we find another trope, and this is what I love. He's in a hospital and he wakes up.
Hashtag not a trope.
What's not a trope?
I was trying to be funny, failed miserably. Because of the whole not a this, not a that.
Ah,
Hashtag not a trope.
I'm mystified too.
Hashtag
It's okay.
this
They're not all,
podcast is
they're
a
not all
trope.
going to be winners.
This podcast is a trope.
They won't all be winners, but he wakes up, which is nice because he's taken to a hospital. He's not a suspect, so doesn't he wonder why he's not cuffed to the hospital bed of any sort? So he wakes up just as a regular patient. This
Well,
is
yeah,
still
he
us
doesn't
in on the
know.
joke, and he's not.
He was eating ham and then he just wakes up in a hospital.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know that he was arrested or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you have another fun trope, and that's what's your name? The making up
Looking
a fake
around the
name
room.
trope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what? There's a movie that happens in, and I don't know what it is. Please help me.
A movie that,
Where he looks around the room
Specifically?
to name stuff.
and I knew you'd.
Yeah.
and shame
that,
on me.
That I know. I see it, but I don't know what it is.
The most, probably famous, notion of that in a movie in general is the end of Usual Suspects when, his entire
yeah, no,
story
but it's a
is
comedy
peppered
I'm
on-
thinking of.
But yeah, but this one I think is really funny because it's absurd and then it's really absurd because
Yeah.
he's looking around the room
Jones.
and he sees Jones,
And then
can't find the first name, can't find anything around this room except for an enema bag.
Enema Bag Jones. And the doctor's
Enema
so
Bag
straight
Jones.
faced. The lady doctor, she's like, "Oh, well, now you're just lying to
you're
me."
just lying. That's not your name.
You think?
Yep. And again, funny enough, but then they take it a step farther by saying his name is Dr. Harris. And she, without missing a beat, says, "No, that's my name."
Yep. As they zoom in on our name tag.
So again, trope done well, and it just
Yeah, we
That
just
makes me
can't
laugh.
remember
It's
the
really
movie
funny.
that's from. I
it's
wish
from
I
a
knew.
lot of it's from a whole bunch of movies.
But there's one I have in mind. I
Yeah.
can't get there.
So we have a predictable escape from a hospital.
Oh, da.
Am I stifling you?
Well, my notes.
Have
I'm
uh-oh.
trying to. I got to catch up.
See, again, transparent. We talked about that. Like, when I make Todd nervous about his notes and
Yeah,
he gets the sweats and he gets a little red. And
Yeah.
he's like, uh-oh.
it's like
His
it's
butt
like
clenches a
what
little.
happens after tainted ham.
Exactly.
He's got the meat sweats.
See, hopefully if we miss anything or if anybody wants to know,
Yeah.
they can, email us and let us know what they missed.
All right,
They'll
I
do.
wrote hospital escape, so
Yeah,
that was real detailed of me.
Well, he escapes a hospital, and again, there's the sneaking into a room, into an old man, an unconscious old person's room, and taking their shit.
Yeah. And then the clothes he comes up.
Yeah.
The old person's clothes with the bow tie and the
Exactly.
that was funny.
And he's having trouble with the hangers, and up it goes, and he makes all this noise, right? Funny. But the last thing he does is look to see if the guy's like dead or not. He just takes a beat and he's like, huh? Like acknowledging, you should have woken up.
Yeah.
Are you okay? And that's what makes me like, that takes that scene a step further.
Humanizes him.
Well, yeah, and it shows you that he's kind of in on the absurdity of it, I guess. You know, that like, wow, that's weird that you didn't wake up. Okay, you okay? And then he leaves. And again, I watch these movies definitely differently under the guise of this podcast. And Jess asked me again last night, like,
She was awake to this point.
yeah.
Oh, good for her.
She hadn't seen her favorite part yet. And and she'll ask,
I got to stay awake for the
and
laugh.
as soon as it happened, immediately out.
No way.
It was hilarious. I
You
was
should
standing
film
up.
this.
I was standing up like I do. Anyway,
yeah,
too much. Nobody wants to hear it.
making
Nobody wants to hear it.
Wearing out the carpet.
And the next thing that I think is freaking hilarious is commensurately with Nelson trying to escape is our killer in here, and he dresses up like a surgeon, and he's asked to save a cop who's shot. And I think that is hilarious. You never see it, and he like gives it a go. He's like, got to give him the paddles.
Yeah.
And he's, sitting down, and it's hilarious.
I'm not even sure if he put the paddles in the right place.
He didn't.
I didn't think so because he put one directly over.
They believe it, and it's super funny.
And then he flatlines. Oh, so you're getting out your. So I didn't have. This is interesting because I usually guess where you do your recording.
Oh, okay.
And I had nothing on this one.
Oh, really?
Nothing came to me watching. I watched the movie twice, and nothing jumped out at me like, oh, this is going to be Ryan's moment.
You know what? We talked about this because comedies are hard every time, and it's hard for me to pick a clip. Because I don't want to really ruin it. I mean, again, we say it all the time. We do want people to watch the movies always and acknowledge these filmmakers and support all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Because it makes me sad when Dave Foley feels bad about himself for this movie. And, selfishly and humbly, I would love, for him to at least know that I think his movie is hilarious and it gives me some brightness. And that if it gives somebody else some brightness, that's what art's all about, right?
Hey, Dave, you can email us at a little independent podcast at gmail.com.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Ryan is hashtag
I wouldn't
fan,
know what to do. Well,
fan of Dave.
Again, we're just going to keep lobbing tropes. Hitchhiking.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So a lot of movies come to mind, having to hitchhike and especially hitchhiking as a fugitive. So here's my quote. I think this guy stole the show.
Oh, is it the crazy guy? Yeah. Is it the JFK bullet? Okay.
Now, this is an actor who he's in a movie that I cherish, and Clarice may or may not have seen it. It's pretty much a benchmark of whether I think you're a good person or not, of whether you like this movie.
Well, there's no pressure there.
I was... saw it in the theater. One of the only, and it's gotten a resurgence thanks to video, I think. But it is called Galaxy Quest, and it stars Timothy Allen and Sigourney Weaver is in it. The late Alan Rickman, Mr. Justin Long also in it. Wonderful film. Anyway, he plays Mathazar in Galaxy
Alan
Quest.
Rickman, Snake.
Yeah.
Back to last time. So have you seen Galaxy Quest?
Serious Snake.
No.
All right.
Snake is in it.
This guy's in it.
Snape.
And anyway,
you can call me Pliskin.
I'm kind of wondering if there wasn't some ad-libbing here. Because it's really random. But anyway.
By the driver?
This guy who thinks he's a fugitive, he picks himself up, now new phone, and, we'll make sure, hopefully this isn't a technical faux pas. But so here's our guy who picks up Nelson.
So you won't tell me who you are, where you're going? Nope. I like that. Know how many assassins it took to kill JFK? One? Nope. There were no gunmen at all. Kennedy's head just did that. Really? I call it the no bullet theory. Hey, maybe you could help with a problem a friend of mine is having. This friend of mine was the first person to find his boss stabbed to death. And now everybody thinks I did it. I mean he. Two things. One. The man who killed your friend's boss is a Cuban assassin. 9 out of 10 times this is the truth. Two, that means they'll come after you with everything they've got. including man-made viruses. Oh, God. Is there any way he can defend himself? Absolutely. Absolutely. Many common household items can be used as deadly weapons. Friend, I could kill you right now using 2 tea bags and some wax paper.
And
The scene goes on, and I cut it there.
And that is going to come up later again.
2 tea bags and some wax paper.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
His head just did that. I mean, I want to start perpetuating that. The no bullet theory. Holy shit.
Now that I don't know why I didn't get that as your pick.
Really?
I really should have. Yeah. Now just thinking about it, now that I see, I just like that is so. I should have. I failed.
It's super.
I should have
it's
got
fun.
that.
It's super fun, and that's what's funny. Like we're a bunch through the movie, and he hasn't really gotten to where he's going to be, and once he gets where he's going to be, the movie moves kind of fast, and we can too. But he gets to.
For the love of God, will you hurry up?
I know.
Where the hell does that guy keep coming from?
I know. Gosh. Moose. Shut up, Moose. So he ends up getting another ride, and he's picked up by a lovely young lady named Lynn, played by Jennifer Tilly.
So this is exactly, I want to just point out, I'm sorry. I knocked you down there. This is exactly the halfway point in the movie, 45 minutes in.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And so the screenwriting, not everybody goes by it, but a very standardized screenwriting formula is the halfway point of the movie or close to it is where you have the major plot point and twist. So they were clearly writing to that in this because this is where they meet at exactly the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
And for me, Ryan, got your attention. I said your name. You perked up there. I got to do that more often. I say your name and you're like, bam, eyes meeting.
Have I hurt you?
Yeah.
I don't mean it, man.
Yeah. Did you get that, Clarice, on film? That was quite a moment.
She got it on her iFilm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My eyes.
What do you want to say, man? What do you want to say?
With my eyes. I love
just
Clarice takes our pictures and TikToks us and whatever
into
else.
Position for this? Get into position.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Okay, yeah. Tell me, man.
All right. What was it? Where was it? What was I talking about?
People are furious right now. Halfway point, and you know what, Ryan?
When I said your name, you propped up.
Yeah.
And for me, this movie got way better from this point on.
Really?
With Jennifer Tilly in it and their interaction between each other and the chemistry they had.
Really? Oh, that's good.
It completely changes the movie, and it had its funny moments up to this point, but it was very super dry humor, so you got to be in the mood for that.
True.
And like that.
Yeah.
But when Miss Jennifer Tilly comes in and takes your order.
I told you, didn't I say she's just so charming?
She's a gem in this movie.
She is. And I love how the cop is like, he's like, oh, we got to go to that restaurant and order what he ordered to get in his head. So, and even when he gets all these resources because he can't wait to quit this case fast enough.
Yeah, we got to watch the strippers dance.
Let's get out of here. Yeah,
get some clues.
Yeah, they didn't even go to a strip club. He's like, they might have passed through or something, whatever.
Yeah.
So again,
they're in New York eating in a French restaurant.
And does that change it at all for you, knowing that he's the writer?
Arlen, I didn't know he was a writer.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But Arlen was really helped make this film. He was brilliant. Yeah. Comic relief in this for sure.
So he gets in another, stranger's car, and her name is Lynn, and she's a narcoleptic. Now, a little bit of a...
But you don't know it.
You don't. And you could see that as maybe a crutch for the movie and something that kind of, but...
I think it's a very effective crutch because it's funny. It's in other movies.
And it does come into play at
it's
the
a trope.
End. It is. But when she just falls asleep in the truck and he just doesn't do anything at all.
Well, she wakes up and says, did I have an episode?
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm thinking you did.
Yeah. But if you look,
that was
he doesn't
funny.
he's just like, huh? He's so slow to react.
Yeah.
And by the time
he's not Sully.
He's not Sully. That is true. So we find she's a narcoleptic. She's, again, another tie to Happy Texas with a bank. And a tie to Ernest Goes to Jail.
Okay.
Not that that's relevant.
Another tie to Happy Texas.
Yeah.
There's a bank.
So she's the daughter of the guy who owns the bank. So there's a small town bank.
Yeah, Joe was the daughter who took over the bank
Yeah.
when her dad died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you go.
Nice.
If we look hard enough, we can,
Oh yeah.
6 degrees
we
of
could
Ali.
pick. We could pick any. Yeah.
That is true.
Wait.
And I said 6.
Wait. Can I wait?
Yeah.
Can I just stew in that for a second?
Yeah.
Just a second. 6 degrees of Ali. How many degrees are Kevin Bacon? Is it 6 or
Isn't it
7?
6? It's 7 degrees.
It's 7.
It is 7 degrees.
But no, we're Ali.
Yeah.
So you get.
a little
You'll
bit
get it
different.
within 6 degrees.
Well, and it's like the other hitchhiker, and there's something about Mary with the,
How brilliant would it
7-minute
be
abs.
if people were doing that?
Yeah.
6
Well, they
degrees
can.
of our 40
any
podcasts.
game that they want to come up with and play, where we support it.
Yeah.
Tell us about it on Facebook or on our email. So
a little independent podcast at
gmail.com. We have a guy who's a fish out of water now, and
Fish in a truck.
he decides to stay. She tries to patch up his wound, and he does the I'm a loner and you don't want any part of me, and he's really easy to convince to stay. And when the father comes home, to learn that she's taken this guy in, he's
we went past. I did it again. I'm really good at this. We went past the scene that I thought was Jess's moment. One of the LOLs.
oh
Right before he gets in the truck with
we
Jennifer
did.
Tilly,
we did
he finds a water machine at a gas station or what is it? Like a.
Yeah, it's at a gas station.
And I wrote water machine, Cleveland,
No.
question mark. What the hell is a water machine in 1997 where they have payphones and rotary dial phones on the desk?
No, it's like a rapid fill thing where they fill buckets.
But
'Cause
did
you
they
see
have
somebody-
such a thing?
Yeah,
Man?
that
I mean,
is a
this
real thing.
machine is clearly
No,
old.
we totally blew it, and it
But
was.
when he stuck his head under there,
Yeah.
well, first they show somebody doing it the right way with the jug.
yeah,
And then our guy has been on the run and running and hitchhiking, and he walks into this place and he sees this machine and he sticks his head up under there,
yeah,
presses the button, and oh my God, is it funny?
yeah.
A deluge, a
yeah.
waterfall a la The Fugitive. The jumping in the
There
water.
is a waterfall in
The
The Fugitive,
and
yes.
he did take in a bit of water when he went down that waterfall. So,
Yes,
yeah.
he did.
Don't go chasing
Suspected
waterfalls.
to be dead. It was when he checks into the hotel. That fake name.
That's when she loses it?
Yeah. Yeah, and it gets me too.
A double
Because-
failure
Yeah,
on my
and-
part.
Yeah, and sorry to go back, but yeah, he checks into, that's another trope. Checking into a hotel, you write down a fake name, and he can't think of one because there's nothing around him
Yeah.
to.
When they're reading it?
Yeah,
When they're
so
reading the
he's
fake
like,
name?
Nice to meet you, Mister. And the gentleman across the way with the curly hair is Kevin McDonald of The Kids in the Hall, by the way.
Right.
So when he's reading it, welcome to whatever, Mister Callie Cranston to Hill Cranston, and then he joins in like, wait, it's Callie Cranston, and it's clearly not.
Yeah.
But they struggle through it for like 10 minutes.
He doesn't
and
even know his own name.
she just laughed so hard she almost died that night, and she made that that transcendent beautiful like laugh face, and yeah, it gets us every time. Sorry, yeah.
So that was a moment. So we
Clearly not that big a deal this time because I breezed right on past it. Suck it, that moment. There you go.
we got it. We got it.
Thank you.
This does not have to be a linear.
That was the spiritual.
This could be a
moment. That's true.
circular.
Yeah.
Oh, that was, yeah.
There
Well,
is
I'm trying
no
to be
spoon.
in the moment, spiritual, even
Yeah.
with Stella over here as much as I can.
she's
Because
loving
Stella,
you. She's
Stella will
loving you.
take me out of the spiritual moment
Yeah.
and create desires
Yeah.
that,
And again, they make the movie move pretty quickly, and they use it as a joke because the father comes home and meets him, and he's fixed the picket fence, but you find out he's just glued it, and then he closes the
Yeah.
car door, and it all
he's
falls
holding
down.
a bottle of Elmer's. So
Yeah,
Jennifer Lynn, well, not Jennifer Lynn,
Tilly, but
character
her character's
named
name is
Lynn,
Lynn.
has convinced him to stay, offered him a job as being a handyman, even though, so they can afford to pay a handyman. I guess it'd be for room and board,
Yeah,
but they can't afford ice. She starts crying because they can't afford ice because they're so
it's
broke.
tough time.
And why can't you afford ice? because the refrigerator broke. Not
Yeah.
not the refrigerator broke, and I can't. It's
Yeah.
like we can't afford ice.
That is true. Yeah, it's a tough time, and so now he's going to help the small town, and they're going to put him in in the bank because he's a banker, and that's clearly what he is. And I love
The dad.
you love the dad.
The dad is going to put him.
The dad's
give him a
going to put him
job
in the bank.
at the bank.
Yeah, because the gal just retired. The front desk lady's retired, and they move things along by that night. He's going to bed, and the infamous nightgown scene where she, steps in the doorway, and you think he's been there forever, and he's like, I'll never forget these past 4 hours.
Yeah.
And yeah, you've moved it along, and there you go. And then we're introduced
Well,
to the
can
villain.
we just talk about the turn clockwise a little bit?
If you want to,
Perv. So you didn't enjoy that
it's
particular
funny.
moment
because it's so.
So she's in a see-through
obnoxious.
white nightie,
It's so
standing in
obnoxious.
his doorway provocatively, and he's like, "Oh, we can't do this." But then she flips it,
Yeah,
and was really being innocent. Just that's the way she happens to dress for bed,
yeah,
right?
it's just a white nightgown, and
And
it's
then-
so
so
super
she-
innocent, but in
yeah.
the wrong light.
So she is backlit, and then he has her turn clockwise a little bit. And she's like, "What for?" He's like, "Oh, nothing." So you get a clear profile of her
She's
her beautiful appendages.
She's very naked, and she's super naked, and but it's so ridiculous.
super
and
breastages.
in this movie is PG-13.
Yeah, she had a
I
she
thought
had
it was
a
rated
nightie
R.
on.
I thought it was rated R, and I thought it was maybe rated
Not
R for
really.
language. No, before. Because when I looked at the back of the box, I was like, "Holy crap!" And that's when I told you, have we done a PG-13 movie yet?
Happy Texas.
Happy, and yeah, then we went through. Then there's been a few.
There's been quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah, shows what we know and remember about all this.
Wait,
this
Happy
crazy stuff.
Texas might be. Clarice, will you tell us what Happy Texas is rated, please? While we talking.
I thought it was rated R.
I think it's PG, but
So-
I could be wrong.
Again, the movie turns things on its head because the villain is Farmer Brown. In all of
Yeah.
these small town movies, it's somebody taking advantage of the farmer.
Yeah.
This is a bad Farmer Brown.
And
he's-
I love that twist in the movie actually, and I
Yeah.
wrote down Farm Aid,
Yeah.
and I wrote down John Mellencamp.
yeah.
What was that song, like Blood on the Scarecrow, Blood on the Plow,
Blood on the Plow. Oh, yeah.
something
yeah,
on
yeah.
the it was all about this
Is
time,
that,
and there
Ain't
was
That America?
yeah.
Ain't That America?
Then there was a whole big Farm Aid thing with Willie Nelson,
yeah.
and it was
So
it was
he's
a
taken-
play off of this.
Yeah, and he's taking the little town back
yeah.
and to plant his filthy
He's being
corn.
the ruthless farmer. He's like, I'm going to
Yeah.
tear this building down
Yeah.
and plant some
Plant
corn.
Another cornfield.
I'm going to
they're
rip
like,
this old bank
You
down.
asshole.
Yeah.
You asshole.
Yeah.
We want commerce to continue. And, he's introduced and, they show Nelson and this guy clearly thinks, Nelson is a problem because he's going to help the bank survive. But the villain's exit line to leave the first scene when he's introduced, and he says, "To the broccoli field, Jedediah, and hurry." I almost lost myself. To the broccoli field, Jedediah, and hurry.
What is that now?
That's when he leaves the bank, when he's like, I'm fucking you all up. You're done, and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, Nelson's here. He's going to blah, blah, blah. And it's his final, like,
the bad
screw
guy
you.
farmer,
Yeah.
the old guy?
Yeah, and he's like, we're leaving. That's his exit line. He's like, to the broccoli field, Jedediah, and hurry. Because he's all upset by what they said, so he has to comfort himself. God damn it.
That was beautiful.
Oh, man.
I didn't.
That made me laugh so hard. To the broccoli field,
I think I
Jedediah.
needed to have the
Yeah.
subcap captions on for that because to catch because
Oh,
you said
yeah,
it kind of.
I did. Yeah, I
Yeah,
had to watch
yeah.
it with absolutely.
I remember him mumbling something, but
Yeah.
not the broccoli fields.
Yeah, well, maybe it was hard to hear because of that low
Yeah,
south.
so we have a rating.
It was PG-13.
PG-13.
Oh, point Todd.
There you go. So they clearly want to. They're going to sabotage the bank, right? And it's small town bank, and they're planting.
Been there for a century.
Yeah, forever. He has humble plans for the bank. They're planning. So they're plotting. They figure out that Nelson's involved in this thing. He and Lynn fall in love very quickly, and I love the scene where they're walking through the field,
Yeah.
and he decides to make the confession, and she just drops down, and again,
She did that really well.
easy laugh, but
Yeah.
the way it was shot, the field, she's just looking wonderful. And I'm gonna. And he starts talking,
And her
you
little
see
country girl dress.
and he keeps going.
Yeah, he confesses a nobody.
Yeah.
And you can't see her anywhere because it's waist high.
Exactly. Exactly. And so they're falling in love, and all the meanwhile, the detective has all this money. He's got this mobile command center. They've been in New York. They're, catching
Yeah.
the matinee of the Moby Dick musical,
Yeah.
just in case
Yeah.
they've been there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's
Get us tickets for
completely-
that Moby Dick.
Yeah.
It's called Moby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, the reason he's doing all that is because the FBI told him
Yeah,
in the
unlimited
beginning that you
resources.
have unlimited resources to hunt this guy down.
Yeah,
we
and he's
can't.
not even close. And and the thing is, and this is something we hadn't said, there's a picture of the killer. Like, again, nobody thinks it's Nelson at all.
Right.
Which makes all
that's
this-
the twist.
And so, but the killer this whole time thinks Nelson is this super spy, like a monster cop.
Yeah.
And
Super cop.
And so much to the point where, in a hostage situation, he's like, who's the cop? Who's the super cop? And they're like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? There is no super
Yeah.
cop.
Are you telling us you have a third
Yeah.
hostage
There's
that we can't see?
So all that, when you're in on the scheme, it's fun.
yeah.
And you're in on something that Dave Foley, his character, isn't.
Well, and everyone is thinking something different.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So it's funny.
And his anxiety in the core of it, and his machismo, he's like doing the Pee Wee thing, like, I'm a loner, I'm a rebel, Donnie. He does the same thing. And then she
Pee Wee
easily
Herman?
convinces him to stay. So we get to, I'd call a head where the killer's in town. He's been tasked with, killing Nelson because he can kind of foil the whole plan, right? So they're all in the bank, and he makes the impassioned speech about, Bob, I gave you your first loan, and Bill, you wanted to start that men's jewelry store.
The rich farmer ran an article that the killer is working in the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the town is in an uproar, and they're all wanting to withdraw their money.
Yeah.
And they're all yelling and screaming, yeah.
And he does the speech, and they're like, no, we'd like to take our money out, please. Thank you. And the actual killer's there. Nelson thinks the jig is up, and he wants to escape. So again, the real killer's escaping. Nelson's escaping, and it's really funny. And I like the way he escapes is so stupid. Because he's just like, sorry. And,
they're walking around like going, give us our money.
Yeah,
Or, we want our
there's
money.
no need
They're
to
just
do it.
trying to fit into the crowd, kind of like the nosebleed and the
and out
when
they
he
go.
escaped the hotel and he puts the towel over his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's silly. Like, I'd like one room,
Yeah.
please.
Oh.
One room.
Oh,
please.
wait. Do you have any rooms
Yeah.
available? My name's Bill.
When it kind of starts to come to a head, there are some little goofy scenes where, he's in that stupid outfit and the barbershop convention shows up and he gets on that bus and he goes to the fair. And then
So
there's,
that was a Dumb and Dumber trope for me. That was, like the Hawaiian Tropic.
well, they never got on that bus.
No,
Sad to say. It's maybe more of a like, there's a few, Tommy Boy, but it's an airplane. Anyway, he gets on the bus. They all end up at this fair, and I love how the killer catches up with them and knocks him out. And they're going to do a hostage situation, knocks him out, and he's holding on to Nelson, carrying him about.
Yeah.
And what brings Nelson awake? Because
He just was awake. He
But
woke.
that's the
He
funny
knocked him
part.
out with the butt of his gun,
yeah.
and then he just put him under his arm and just carry him because he's so tiny compared to this guy.
So the police, everybody's kind of, it's all coming to a head, and Ken Daly's, participation is coming in, but he's walking him around.
Yeah.
And Nelson is like, no, I didn't do it. And he's like, you're awake? And he's like, yeah, I've been awake for some time now.
I thought you wanted to
You
carry
wanted
me.
to carry me. But he's holding them all uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, they have this little, this kind of, I guess, a call to, what would you say, maybe Planet of the Apes again. atop the Statue of Liberty.
You know what is truly amazing, Ryan,
What's that?
is that I don't know which one of us did it, but both of us are taking this movie
Uh-huh.
and tying it directly in multiple times, interweaving it, if you will, to the 1969 classic, Planet of the Apes. Could these movies be any farther apart?
Wow.
Think about that.
That is true.
I just wanted to
That is
bask
true.
in that beautiful
That is
moment
true.
because I want to be in the moment with
Yeah.
you.
I you know, we have a lot of callbacks in the show, and I hope people like that. I hope, you know, people enjoy
Well, if they don't,
the
they're
random,
not listening.
the random love. And yeah, and again, many
What button
people
you hit, Clarice, when you just want to shut off a podcast?
It's a 30-second. Yeah, many people listen to the intro and then maybe skip to the reviews. And as long as they enjoy whatever they're listening to, I'm in. But anyway,
Well, that would suck if somebody skipped the whole hour and a half podcast and just to listen to the reviews. I don't care.
however
I'm
you
down
enjoy,
with that.
however
Yeah,
you
you're
enjoy, man.
absolutely right.
However the music touches your toes.
Yeah.
What?
Evil.
What?
Knievel.
You know what? I regret that. I
Hey,
don't
our
know, maybe I
intro
don't.
is in this movie, not our real names.
On our real names. Well, we have, I think, another trope where we have the hostage negotiation situation, and I think this is a hilarious one where,
Okay.
you know, he's like, "And you want a helicopter?" And the guy's like, "I don't want a helicopter." And the cop's like, "It's already done. We've ordered the helicopter. We can't take it back now." So again, it's very ridiculous.
If you let go of one hostage, we'll cancel the
Well,
helicopter.
again, yeah. Again, it's super ridiculous, and how it ends is super goofy, but it wraps up in a nice kind of corny bow, and kind of how
Oh, like a farmer?
a
corny bow?
a corny bow, a filthy corny bow. Hashtag filthy corn. Ooh,
Corn.
maybe we can get the band corn pissed at us if we did it filthy KORN.
Well, what's that
then
game
to make
with
the R
that
backwards.
starts with corn? That game where you toss a beanbag?
Cornhole.
I just wanted to hear you say it.
You are a child. I love you. I love you. I love this man. I love this
You
man.
are a trope, sir.
Yeah. And you know, they end on a again, they flip it where, you know, I'm gonna settle down right here with you in this small little town where
Yeah, and
all
she's
this
like,
stuff, she's like, I hate it here.
Cleveland
Oh,
sounds pretty good to
Okay,
me.
well I can jump back into the rat race. Sure, fine, you know.
That made me laugh when he said jump back into the rat race.
Jump back into the
Yeah.
rat race. And
Well, you think about it, you grow up in that nothing, 1,000, 2,000 people town, and all and you're young, all you want to do is get into the big city and experience
Yeah.
life, where, and then when you come to the other end of the spectrum, you just want to get away from the rat race
exactly.
yeah.
And there they go. Last line of the movie. Did you clock it?
Is it a
It's terrible.
shit? Let's see what I got.
I
I got epiphany exclamation mark. I love the little Jennifer Tilly's little thing on epiphany. Like
Yeah.
you're describing. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
describing an epiphany.
No, it's not that. It's this. No, you're an
Really
epiphany.
struggle to carry Tilly. I guess I'm on the wrong page.
Because at the very end, during their romantic kiss, she falls asleep and he's
Yeah.
holding on.
And
to her.
I mean, that was funny
The
because
last
they
line
did a
is-
long wide shot, and here they got little David Foley. I mean, Jennifer towers over him, and he's trying to carry her.
Yeah.
Well, actually, under the armpits, dragging her.
Yeah,
And he is really struggling.
Yeah.
And they do a long shot on that. I just thought that was so hilarious.
I would have loved for her to say, "Let's stay in this little town, run a hardware store." Maybe not. No, don't do that. Do this podcast there. She could just be charming and wonderful, and that's that. That would be the end. Why the rat race? Why do that anymore?
Do this podcast there.
Yeah. Find it even more.
Are you doing a
rural place.
metaverse? Are you
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
our
I dig on
reality
metaverses.
inside of this movie?
Well, the movie was nominated for a couple of awards. I know my movies don't tend to garner much praise. This is a trend. People are
you
talking.
did a little,
People
like-
are talking.
You did a thing with your hand and
Awards.
like a cupping motion, almost like you were
Here's
cupping
the
a
thing. We have to
wax
keep some
paper
things
and tea
secret. We have
bag,
to
like you
keep
were
some
cupping it?
things-
Was that what I
Secret.
got from that?
Canadian Comedy Awards. It was nominated for Best Performance in a Film, Dave Foley, and for Director. And it was the winner for the Jury Award, U.S. Comedy Arts Festival, Best Screenplay.
U.S. Comedy
Arts Festival?
Best Screenplay.
In
So 3 guys, did they give him 3 trophies, I wonder?
In 1999. Yeah, I believe so.
You don't.
I've never won one. I've never been a part of a group
But
who's won one.
they usually make one, but if there's 3 screenwriters.
But the takeaway is, thank God for the Kids in the Hall, and I'm so glad they're back. And they've done other things, but this is a movie that I don't regret. And now I might want to watch the movie Big Trouble tonight with Jess because she loves it.
In
Have
Little
you seen
China?
that? No, just Big Trouble. Timothy Allen, we talked about that. Jeanine Garofalo, somebody who I adore just more than anything.
She's funny.
Patrick Warburton is in it.
Don't know.
Is that a goat? That's a line in that movie. Fritos, you're going to want to eat Fritos. I'm going to get Fritos on the way home, and we're going to watch that tonight. Anyway, rambling now, but we end, as we always do,
He's a rambling
with reviews.
Reviews.
There it is. And I'm starting with a 1 out of 10. I don't know. I mean, they're
You
okay.
usually do the bad one first because I remember all the way back to episode 1 still.
Yeah.
I still remember it. Huh? See what I did there? I still
Oh my god.
have to do this.
I'm upset
So,
too.
I'm
I'm upset too.
But you mentioned on the phone the other day, Ryan actually called me twice, 2 days in a row this past week, which is a record. I can't call him because he never, ever, ever answers. I mean, he's never answered when I call him. So I have to wait for him to call me. And I know it's sad.
It's categorically untrue.
I'm
but
like just the gal sitting
Go
at
ahead.
home, waiting for the phone to ring.
This is getting guilt trippy.
Yeah. Is it?
I don't like it.
You don't, oh,
story of my life. Story of my life.
I'm with you, Clarice. I don't like the conflicts, but I'm trying to do it for comedic
This podcast is about
relief.
healing, and it's about connection.
Yeah.
It's about beauty. It's about
Well,
laughter.
I was so excited about you calling. I forgot what we were talking about and why you called.
We don't. If anybody wants to know, we don't talk about this too much, but we hit on a couple of topics, and we talked about people liking the reviews. Maybe that was it. I hope.
Yeah, I was tying it into the
first review. 'cause
We
they
talked
weren't really
about
silly or anything.
talked about my reaction to Still and how I got really defensive
you
and
got really
angry
defensive,
and,
yeah.
and in a fighting mode.
Yep.
And how I've mellowed
You have.
at episode 40 as taking the bad reviews. So we were calling that a character arc for me.
And
I just thought I'd pull the curtain back a little bit.
That really makes
and
me.
I'm really pulling the reins back on Ryan and enjoying this moment because he is like trying to get to the finish line. And I'm going to let go of the reins now and let the horse run. He doesn't know what to follow. Clarice,
Sometimes you just
radio silence, help us
sometimes
out.
you just have to love the ones you're with, And
Well, sometimes
these moments
I feel a little ill when I see the jockeys that were there before me.
Mhm.
To do a little horse quote there.
It's just underwear, man. All right. Well, I'll start with our 1 out of 10. It's got some spoilers in it. That's what it says anyway. And it's titled A Huge Lesson from Hollywood. Be a big movie hit and you'll get skewered with a POC like this.
Oh, point of sale?
See.
Uh,
I thought it was a POS, like a piece of shit.
Well, they censored themselves.
I'm guessing it means piece of crap, but
Well, don't I feel a little silly here?
We'll talk about.
I said I was going to let the reins go and let the horse
you
run,
did.
and what
You-
did I
you
do?
let the reins to your brain go.
I pulled on the reins again. I'm letting them go.
holy
I'm
cow.
sorry.
Are you having a stroke?
I'm going to edit myself here.
All right, so I'll read this slower than usual, but not too slow.
Okay.
It's obvious from the get-go that this rip-off of The Fugitive has the intelligence level of Bullwinkle. At least with Moose, we knew he was meant to be dumb and could always depend on Squirrel to get him out of a jam. Dave Foley is the dumbest of all corporate VPs, engaged to the boss's daughter, and so cocky. He truly believes he is in line for the much-coveted president position, which is about to be announced. The corporate Cleveland office he works in is populated by arrogant people who don't even know who he is, let alone that he's up, at least in his mind, for promotion. Even his secretary barely acknowledges him, and when she does, it is to let him know that his sobbing over having been overlooked for that position has been heard all over the office. So when future pop-in-law is found with a knife in his neck, Foley is so smart he automatically pulls the knife out, then scrambles for a way to get it neatly back in. On the run, he's chased by the actual killer, who believes him to be onto him. But a small-town farm girl, Jennifer Tilly, very cute here in spite of the horrid movie she's in, and her banker father, Joe Flaherty, believe in him, as the police and the actual killer close in for the capture. Would rank 5 stars on the IMDb scale if you counted each of the actual laughs in the film. At one point, Foley says, "Have I said too much?" To which I responded, "Yes, ever since your first line in the movie."
It might have been a little too much, man.
They responded that way. Only when the breathy Tilly is on does the film raise any excitement. Although she barely escapes with her dignity, with her narcoleptic character all of a sudden passes out in SpaghettiOs. By the time this movie came out, cinemas have been overrun with spoofs of the big blockbusters, and this ranks as one of the smelliest in the group. This is a nod to an obscure Hitchcock World War II classic, Saboteur, which does create one of the 5 laughs I counted. Colm Feore is appropriately creepy as the actual killer, but he is so cartoonish in his villainy, you just know his own inner stupidity will do him in if the wretched screenplay doesn't.
So 5 laughs in a movie.
That's the stinkiest, the smelliest of the group.
Yeah, that's not bad. Dude. Having 5 laughs for a movie you give 1 star.
I give props to the nod to Saboteur, which isn't untrue, and a 10 out of 10.
Here it is.
And name the tamale lady, and it's titled Too Funny. Ah! 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 The moment the opening credits, if that's what they're called, began, I knew I was in for a treat. A great, dumb, brilliant parody treat. The hospital scene is a favorite, of course, because of Mr. Jones. The phone call to his fiancée where he describes his lonely, desperate life, crying in the office was funny. Some parts were overdone. For example, one ham would have done it. My husband was shown this when he was in a hyperbaric chamber, and it cracked him up. We would have never known about it if the nurses hadn't played it for him. There are a lot of clever and funny things in this movie, but for me, the bottom line is, ah, ah, ah.
My husband...
That's the review.
My husband was in a
Did I glass over anything?
Hyperbaric chamber.
All right.
And we showed it to him.
I'll read that again. My husband was shown this when he was in a hyperbaric chamber, and it cracked him up. We would never known about it if the nurses hadn't played it for him.
Oh, my God. That's beautiful.
How about it? There you go. A lot of positive reviews. A lot of people giving love to the kids in the hall, which was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, you just have to like that style of humor.
Yep.
You know, it's not for everybody, but they're really good at it.
Spoofy and goofy and makes my heart happy.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
Ryan.
it sure is.
And you even said to me, I want to do this film because I want to watch this motherfucker.
Yeah, I did. I just and as soon as Jess saw, the line where they couldn't figure out the name that he made up, and she's like, huh, and just out.
So she has narcolepsy.
It felt that way. I didn't know that she was fully asleep, and I, commented on the next scene as I do. She's behind me, I'm standing, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch that one, Kids in the Hall.
Turn around, nothing but wheat.
Yeah,
nothing but an empty wheat field.
That sensation of having said something and nobody's there. Like he feels.
Yeah,
that's a major part of my life. And I think that grounds you. I think that humbles you. So that keeps me very, very, very humble.
Maybe you should sit when you're watching the movie.
I do eventually.
Okay.
It depends. If home late, got to eat dinner super late, and I'm eating dinner up and watching the movie. And
I see.
Not a lot of time, but
multitasking.
The love hopefully is there. Hopefully y'all feel it. And thanks to everybody for listening and for being a part of supporting independent movies and letting us do the same, because it's a big deal for us.
Yeah. And thank you, Clarice, for joining us once again.
Thank you, Clarice.
Yeah. Well, that was very Hannibal of you.
It's just fun. It's fun to be a part of. It's fun to have a Clarice in the group,
because we do so much quoting from that movie.
Yeah.
And it's like
That's
the
why.
full circle. It's like, did we find her or did she find us? I wonder.
I think it's a Shining thing
how did the
that like
universe
she's
do
always
that?
been here. There's going to be photos of us like having done this podcast. And
Hair the
she's,
dog that bit me, Lloyd.
She's all nice. Well, until the next time, hopefully you had a good time with this, and it gave a little levity in the day.
This is my good time right
Yeah.
now.
We're still gonna be opposed on one, but when that happens, it'll be a different vibe. But
I'm sorry, be a what?
opposed, on one on a movie. We're gonna have that fight one of these days.
Well, I try
It's
to
probably gonna
avoid
happen.
that. Yeah, I mean, so is that what you want, Ryan? Is you want us to just have a knockdown, drag them
I
out
think the
fight?
people want it, man. I think the people want it.
Do you want
so
me to
good.
get the eye of the tiger? Just come in here like.
No. That it's the Jerry Springer mentality. But I think
Yeah.
our podcast
I mean,
could
I
use
can
a little
do
bit
it,
of
but
it.
it
Let's get a little dirt up in this thing. I don't know.
what do you think?
We're
Clarice,
not,
what
not
do you
famous
what
yet.
do you like as a listener?
I'll break up the fight.
There we go. That's perfect.
Or it won't.
And-
I'll slow it happen.
Well,
Yeah.
we have a mediator here, so that
that's good.
actually makes it a little better.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, Todd,
Yes, Ryan.
we'll always have
Monty
Monty Doro.
Doro.